Look what I'm doing right now. I'm trying to figure out how to bring value to my community. Oh shit, I might have 20 minutes right now. Let me tweet out and put an Instagram story of a link to do free Q&A and then leave and hope that when I'm answering Jennifer's question, Sean Connolly or Marlon Avery or Dave J or Cisco or Austin Van, like that is going to get some value from it because maybe this time it hit different. You got your perspective. I just want to be happy. Don't you want to be happy? Morning, everyone. What's good? What's good? Thanks for joining. Just wanted to do some random Q&A. Just wanted to wish everybody a good weekend as I get into my mindset of an hour and 15 minutes before the Jets play the Chiefs, which should put me into a 3-hour angry session. So I figured let me get 15 minutes of some happiness. And it's great to see a lot of smiling faces. I hope everyone's well. Dustin, you can just unmute someone and cool. Let's get right into some Q&A.
I'm going to go with Ken. Oh, crap. Come on. Ken,
hello.
We're on.
Hello.
Hey, what's up, Gary?
What's good, Ken?
How you doing?
I'm really well. Dustin, you picked somebody without a video?
He's the first person that raised his hand. So,
Ken, what's good? Well, no, don't unmute him.
Oh, I didn't do that.
Oh, he did it? Ken.
Yeah, hold on. I'll ask to unmute again. Unless he dropped off. Oh, there
hello?
Ken, what's good?
Yeah, what's up, man? Hey, get that video going, Dustin.
Hold on.
That's on you, bro.
What? Yeah, here. Hold on.
Yeah, it's on you, Ken.
Why is he keep doing that?
It should set a pop-up.
Oh,
there we go.
Up,
there we go, Ken.
How we doing?
Good, man. What's good? Where are you from?
Oh, man, I'm from St. Louis, Missouri originally. I'm up in Minneapolis right now, though.
That's what's up. How can I help you?
Man, so really for me, I mean, obviously a lot of questions, but first I just want to say thank you for everything you do for everybody.
I appreciate that, my man.
Second, man, just looking to grow a business right now, me and a partner. And our big thing right now is we know we can't do it alone. So my big thing right now is trying to figure out when's the right time to really bring on people, build employees? That team. Yeah, like, I mean, that's the thing, trying to, differentiate employees versus interns, volunteers, all that. So like kind of, that strategy look like?
As soon as you can afford it.
Yeah.
Like if you've got no money yet right now, you're really just trying to find friends, relatives, acquaintances that might just want to learn from the process. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Like when I started VaynerMedia, the first 4 or 5 people were AJ's friends from high school and college on some real rugged intern, like we borrowed somebody's conference room. I was tapping into like the little savings I had to like do internship, but mainly I was trying to find a first client to pay for everything. So the question is, most people here's the biggest mistake, Ken. People try to build businesses so they can make money from it. And the most important part of the first 5 years is putting all the money back in it. Yeah. So to answer your question, when to bring people on, the second you can.
Right. Yeah.
Right?
Simple as that. No, yeah.
Simple as that. People are fancy when they don't have anything too. The thing I think people struggle with the beginning because they're ideological versus reality based. Like if you have no money, you and your partner, then you're not hiring shit. So you need to basically just literally go to your phone, start with the letter A and with the letter Z, and literally text everybody you know and say, yo, do you want to help us on this thing? This is what we're popping off. Like, do you have some side hours? Maybe we can hire you eventually. Sorry, we don't have dollars now, but I'll be there. Sometimes people feel guilty for that. My big thing is you have your whole life to pay back that person if it doesn't work out. So if somebody works for you for free for 3 months and it fails and you quit, then you hit up Kay Daly, who I see on here, or Steven or Wilson, and you say, yo, sorry that it didn't pop off, but I'm here for you. You did right by me. It didn't work. But, if I could ever be a help to you, like people are ideology driven instead of practical driven. The answer is as soon as possible.
All right.
Bet. Let's go.
Perfect.
Dustin. You got
Appreciate you.
Take care,
yes,
my man.
Sir. You too.
I see a lot of people in the chat. Let's do old school. Too many youngsters in here. You probably don't even know what ASL means.
Oh my God.
But
It was getting better, so you're distracted.
all right, who's up? Justin, what's going on?
Jennifer's on.
Good.
Oh my God. I'm like in shock. Like, oh my God.
Hi, Jennifer.
Hi, Gary. Hi. Oh my God. I'm a big fan. Okay. So I started this year being a designer for small businesses and coaches, and I have a couple of clients. But you know, when you say, or people say, oh, niche it down or go, I don't know how to niche it down. Like, I don't know how to be specific enough, like, to capture their attention. Like, if I want to help wellness coaches, like, how do I find them, or how do I attract them? Or I think I just have to do my content, like, to put my graphics on my websites or whatever I create. That's the way I think, but I don't know if I'm doing it right.
Well, what are you trying to accomplish? What do you want them to do?
Well, ideally, I'm looking to grow my followers so I can get more visibility, and people will want to get more.
How often do you
design.
How often do you post?
I was posting like every day until I realized I was probably killing my own traffic. So I started posting now like every 2 days.
One time every 2 days?
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of that.
No.
No. When you said you were realizing you were killing your traffic, are you saying that you thought that because you were posting every day, the algorithm wasn't giving as much awareness to the posts?
Yes.
Let me
so
stop
it was
you.
like, yeah.
On Instagram?
Yes.
That's the reason all of you are not getting as many views per your Instagram posts are not because you're posting too often. It's because more people are running ads on the platform. And it's now hit the maturity point where everybody's views are about to go down. And so,
no, even in Reels.
And even in Reels. Jennifer, the whole game is supply and demand of content. And when everybody's making, and some people are now spending more time on TikTok, some people are, because of the presidential election, are feeling anxiety or spending less time on Instagram. Jerry, I see you flexing your cards. Relax, baby. So, you know, while everyone's, you know, it's just supply and demand. You should be posting 3 times a day.
3 times a day.
That's right. Because think about it. If you get 500 views on your post, how many posts were you accustomed to getting? And then what did it go to that made you go every other day?
Because I wasn't like reaching it. I was probably, I'm only at 1,200. So under 1,200. So I was getting like maybe like 20 likes or I don't know, like 100 views in the stories. And then suddenly it's like 10 likes or 5 likes and 50 views in the stories. So it's like.
And so you started posting every other day so that you would get back to the same amount of numbers because that one post would sit there for a longer period of time and get that number, correct?
Yeah.
Jennifer, that is literally the single biggest mistake people make on social media. The number one mistake. Your self-esteem is wrapped up in hitting a number instead of realizing that you have to put out pieces of content to build awareness. Think about this. If you post 3 times a day and they all get 10, now you got 30 instead of once every 2 days for 20. And that means every 2 days you get 60 instead of 20.
Well, how do you go about like creating like good content 3 times a day?
By being good. If you're not good enough to produce good content 3 times a day, you're not going to build a business anyway. By challenging yourself, by coming up with ideas, by not being scared, by showing different parts of your life, by doing everything I fucking talk about every day.
Yeah, because I was kind of like doing educational, but at the same time inspirational. But I was told by coaches like, "Oh no, don't try to be everything," because they were like, "Don't try to be everything. Don't try to
everything. Be everything that you are."
Okay.
Are you paying these coaches? Jennifer, are you paying these coaches?
One I did.
Did it work?
Well, no.
No. Well, no. Listen to me, Jennifer. put out content, watch my shit for free, follow it, stop being insecure,
Yeah, I do.
start overthinking. People are literally seeing my content for free, but would rather pay somebody money who's had less success because of insecurity.
Yeah. But I think that's the key, because I've been insecure, like, why isn't it working, everything that I'm creating? So I come down.
Because you're impatient. I produced content for 11 hours a day for 3 years before anybody cared. Did you do that?
No.
Okay. Well, there's one reason. Maybe the other reason is because you're overthinking your shit and not putting out your truth.
Yeah.
Yesterday, a good piece of content is what your favorite Halloween candy is. Somebody might just think that you're human, and that's good. Everyone here, I'm looking at all these beautiful faces. Overthinking shit. Overthinking shit. This is a volume game.
Yeah.
There's no right.
Yeah.
There's no right for you at that exact second.
Yeah. Yeah. Just scared, like, with the Instagram, with the algorithm and everything, that it's like,
Fuck
it would
the
be like,
algorithm.
what you doing? You spamming. So it's like the feeling
Jennifer,
that I get. That
you're not
Instagram isn't.
Jennifer, you're not spamming. Nobody's seeing your shit. You just told me you stopped when less people saw it. Now you're telling me you're spamming. That's a fucking contradiction.
Yeah. I feel like if I post too often, people is gonna be like, okay, that's enough.
Is this working
Maybe
for
more
you?
people will
Every
see.
2 days, more people are gonna see you. And think about putting out stuff for them. Look what I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
Look what I'm doing right now. Look what I'm doing right now. I'm trying to figure out how to bring value to my community. Oh shit, I might have 20 minutes right now. Let me tweet out and put an Instagram story of a link to do free Q&A and then leave, and hope that when I'm answering Jennifer's question, Sean Connolly or Marlon Avery or Dave J or Cisco or Austin Van, like, that is going to get some value from it, because maybe this time it hit different.
Yeah.
Everybody's making content for themselves. You're trying to make content so it leads to customers.
Yeah.
When you make
to create a community as well. Yeah.
No, not build a community. The only way you're going to sell something eventually is if you actually build a community. The only way you can build a community is bring value to others. Everybody's so selfish. That's why it doesn't work. By the way, it's okay to be selfish. Literally do not look down on anyone who's trying to build something for themselves. But when you're trying to build something for yourself, there's somebody on the other side of this.
Yeah.
You're not here to pay money to everybody else. You're here to get value for you. You're going to pay something that you go watch a movie that you want to watch. You go buy a bottle of wine or a pair of sneakers or that you want to drink, that you want to wear.
Yeah.
Everyone's just thinking about what they're going to get for it. And then they get spooked about the algorithm. The algorithm is not your problem. Your problem is your mindset if you're bringing value to people. If you're thinking this is going to lead to a sale, it's already over before you started. I don't give a fuck about the algorithm. Awesome. Good luck, Jennifer.
Thank you. Thank you.
Of course. Whoever you want, Dust.
One second. I'm going to put on Nicholas Bianchi. God damn it. Nicholas, you are on.
Hey, Gary.
What's good, brother?
So I'm 15 and I've been trying to get really hardcore into basketball cards.
Okay.
And I've collected some few cards. Like I have these like Luka rookies and Michael Porter.
I'm listening.
And so like I'm wondering like what should I be trying to invest on, and like when should I think about like selling if I were to try and do that?
I mean, I'm about to buy a lot of basketball cards right now because they're dipping because it's the off season. And I think the time to sell in the way that you're buying, which is short-term flipping, is when they go off in the first couple of weeks when the hype comes back. I mean, you've already learned, Nicholas, how markets work. You saw how much Luka was going for when he was killing in the playoffs, and you see that it's half as much now, right?
Yeah.
So what you want to do is you want to strike on emotion. When nobody's paying attention, that's when you're buying? And when the season comes back and they go off, when Luka drops 61, that's going to be a high moment. That's when you want to move. You want to move when it's hype. You want to buy when no one's paying attention.
All right. And then so like for like rookies coming in, should I buy them the rookies like right when they're like drafted, or should I wait until they've played a bit?
It depends on how you want to play it. There's always a lot of hype of the unknown. I, for example, have bought 0 Ja Morant and 0 Zion still to this second. 0. But that's how I'm playing. I want to see them play a little bit more so I can decide who they are. But there was plenty of money to be made on Ja and Tyler Hero. I'm just not gambling as much as everybody else. I'm playing a little bit longer. So, but you might love someone. You might just want to, like follow Melo Ball. You know what I mean? And get on that hype train. So that's more like how you want to do it,
Yeah.
Keep learning. The biggest things at 15, Nicholas, learning supply and demand, how to market a card, why markets go up, why markets go down. The reason I love this for a lot of kids is that's where I learned so much, which now helps me 30 years later. You're going to learn a lot of stuff along the way. Losing money at this age is a great learning tool.
And I have one more question. As a fellow Jets fan, are you more on the Sam Darnold train or Trevor Lawrence?
Sam Darnold. I would rather trade. Look at the Jets offense. Le'Veon Bell's had 2 runs over 16 yards already in 6 carries with the Chiefs and had none with us.
Yeah.
Football's the ultimate team sport. I think Sam can play. And I think if we have the number 1 pick, we're going to get 5 or 6 massive top 100 picks. Probably 3 number 1s, 2 number 2s. And I think we can build a whole franchise around that. And I think Sam can play. Peace.
Thank you.
Next. You got it, brother. Dustin, let's move it.
Chairwoman Stephanie.
Hello, how are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm good. I'm like having trouble with sales. My products are good. Like I always get good reviews, but I get the traffic and I don't get the sales. Like this past week, I got over like 1.5K people that visited my site.
What are you selling?
But I sell natural hair care and skincare products.
Are you getting good traffic? Are you getting targeted traffic?
I'm not really even sure. Like I get a lot of referrals.
Thank you, go.
I get a lot of referrals, and then like most of them are coming from Instagram.
And there's 2 reasons why traffic doesn't convert. It's bad traffic, right? It's not your target audience. And B, your product, your website, there's actually multiple. There's B, your website doesn't do a good job creating confidence or conversion. And 3, there's the reality that your product isn't priced well and isn't interesting as a product.
Okay.
So I think have you made sales?
Yeah, I have. Like before COVID hit, like around that time, I made a lot of sales, and then like I believe like 2 months later they like declined, and I'm getting like my regular people that always buy, but I'm trying to figure out ways to actually get out there.
I think one of the things that I would do if I were you is I would call everybody. I would do these 2 things. I would call, literally email and set up a call with everybody who has bought something from you and ask them why they bought. And then I would make videos on your Instagram right now asking people, have they gone to your website and why did they buy, and ask them to comment.
Okay.
Consumers always have the answers.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Steph. Let's keep moving. What we just told Stephanie is it's something a lot of you have to ask more. You have to ask why more. You have to ask the audience, like for real.
Sean Connolly.
Oh my God. Hey, Gary.
What's good, Sean?
How you doing?
I'm well, man. How are you?
I'm really good. I just want to tell you first, like, thank you so much for everything you do. It's amazing.
Thank you, brother.
So I'm an aspiring singer, and like, but the thing about me is I like comedy. So I have a parody page with my friend, and then I have my own channel, and I'm trying to grow both.
Okay.
But like, I don't know how to balance the two, if that makes sense.
By not judging yourself.
Okay.
I'm just,
It's just
literally,
I don't know which one I want more.
You want one more every day. One day you want this one more, the next day you want that one more. For 90 days, I was super hot building my dad's wine techs for him because I wanted to and I wanted to help him. And the next day I changed my mind and focused on sports cards. And then, as a lot of people know, I haven't said a thing about sports cards for 5 weeks because right now I'm focused on VaynerX. You're judging yourself. You don't need to know which one you want more. You want them both. And every day, it's like fucking eating cereal, bro. Sometimes you want Lucky Charms. Sometimes you want fucking, Captain Crunch. Everyone fucking overthinks this shit, Sean.
That's true.
Like what? Like what?
Yeah.
You want them both.
Yeah. I wanted to say something else too.
Go ahead.
So I've been dealing with like a lot lately with Corona. I'm sure of course, there's just a lot of stress and stuff.
Yep.
And like my dad's been going through a lot of hard times, he's been battling alcohol abuse, and like it's just like I feel suffocated sometimes by like the negativity, and like try not to like get emotional about this, but like it's just hard to like continue to put out the stuff that I want to do when like I see him in such a place of pain and like suffering.
I understand that. A couple things. There's two ways. It's kind of almost similar to the last part of like having two different accounts. It's okay for 3 days for you to be just so concerned about your dad and not have the energy to go do. And it's equally okay on Thursday of that week to pump out shit like crazy. Like it's like everything's okay. Like everything's okay. Like every feeling's allowed. You're allowed to fight through and choose to see optimism. You're also allowed to have compassion and sympathy for your dad and have remorse and some sadness. People overjudge themselves, Sean. And when I look at everybody here right now and I'm clicking through all the faces here, I don't know. I will say this until the day I die. I don't understand why people judge things in such short periods of time. This too.
It's just like I just recently dropped out of school, and like that too kind of added into his stress. So it's just like these factors. It's like I'm in my own head in a way, like
brother, every single person in this video is in their own head. Like we're all in our own head. Yeah. That's where life is actually lived. The body is just the fucking manifestation of what's going on in your head.
Yeah.
Like COVID is exposed so much. Of course you're in your head. That's good. What you need to do is take a breath.
Yeah.
You're a kid.
Yeah.
Your dad's ideology of you going to be okay because of school is going to work itself out.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, that means a lot.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, it's just take a breath. Like, we're so fortunate to be alive. Like, do you know how anxious half the country is going to be in 2 days? In 2 days, half our entire country on one side or the other is going to be on complete tilt for weeks in deep anxiety, one way or the other. Like, it's okay. Life, it happens.
Yeah.
Like, you have to stop judging yourself. You've got 80 more years of life, Sean. 80.
Yeah. It's just like I want my dad, to be good. I don't want to be selfish, I don't want to.
I get. Well, then pound your dad with positivity.
I know, but that's the thing. Like, that's the reason I feel like he's in this place is that his parents kind of instilled this negative mindset in him.
My dad too. My dad's mom instilled nothing but negativity into him. I've been spending 30 years pounding positivity into my dad's brain.
Okay.
Life is very simple, everyone. You can either dwell about the circumstance or you can go on the offense. You can dwell like I do in the micro at times about what my grandma did to my dad, or you can go on the offense like I do 99% of the time. You just got to make sure that that ratio is in a healthy place.
Yeah.
There is no time machine. You can't go back into time and correct how your grandparents, parented your dad. What you need to do is you need to separate from your dad when he's dragging you down and put positivity in your ears. And then when you're filled up, you need to go back on the offense on your dad and try to pound it into him. And then when you're drained and he starts dragging you down, you need to go back to the well of positivity and put in your ears. That's all I'm basically doing for the world. All I'm basically doing every day, Sean, is putting out practical and positive content to allow people to fill up so that they can go back into their real lives and do something with it. That's all I'm really doing. I'm basically doing for this world what I did for my dad. Because there is nothing else. I don't give a fuck what anybody says right now. Everything is how you're going to look at it.
Yeah.
That's life. Life is how you see it. Period.
Yeah.
You have to surround yourself with positivity so that you can be full and good, so that you can go and give love to somebody you love, like your dad. And then you dump out some of that positivity and you come back to, it's just fucking, that's the game.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to focus on that. It's just.
That's the only practical thing you can focus on.
Yeah.
You can't rewire your dad's DNA and upbringing. You could just pound him with facts of positivity, perspective, encourage him to take therapy, all those things.
He is. Yeah. He's in the process. He's just like, it's a healing phase. So it's just, obviously he's having withdrawal and all these things. So it's just like really hard for me to look, see him go through this stuff.
Of course you love him. I get it. I lived it. I live it. But you have no choice. Everything's hard. Right? You could have had your arm chopped off with a lawnmower accident, like some kid I know. You could have.
Yeah.
You could have gotten hit by a fucking tree. You could have. COVID could have not happened, and you might have been in a car instead of in a house because the world was normal, and you might have got into a car accident and died. That could have happened. Your dad could have died 9 years ago of cancer. That could have happened. I think people get into this mindset like they have it so bad, they have no context of the world. There's people in cages in America, let alone the rest of the world right now. We have no gratitude. You have to use gratitude as your offset for your concerns.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. I totally understand. All right.
Good luck.
Do you, Gary, do you think I could give you my handle or something to help me, or is that?
Help you
I don't
do
want
what?
to seem I don't know, because my content honestly has not been hitting. And I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
What you're doing wrong is you're not trying new shit. And I don't want to give you false hit of endorphin by giving you.
No, okay.
You know what I mean?
Understand that.
Yeah,
I knew you'd say that.
No, but in a good way, right? Like I'm trying to come at it with love.
Yeah.
What you need to do is try different shit.
Yeah. Yep. Okay.
And Sean, what I said to that, you're welcome, brother. What I said earlier really matters, man. I'm saying this because I know I have to bounce in a minute, everyone. And, and I'm going to try to do this a lot more often, random Q&As. And I hope that people realize other people's questions help you too. And I hope you got some value out of this. Sean, what I said earlier is the truth. The number one reason everybody here is here right now on this Zoom is the number one reason 99% of people here are not getting what they want. Let me explain. 99% of people are here right now because I bring them value. I bring you value. Insights, inspiration, a different look at something, clarity. You think I'm funny? I don't fucking know. I bring you value. That's why you right now have chosen to give this time. Most people on here are trying to get the same, but are trying to take, not give. It's not complicated. Share your story. Share your dark secrets that might help somebody. Share a tip. People are really struggling to give. Everyone here is so worried about how to get their content to bring them what they want. They forget that the audience on the other side is the whole punchline. I'm obsessed. Literally think about the meta of this. I realized I had a little bit of time and I'm like, you know what? I know tensions are high because the election. I know it's like rainy. I'm in a lot of places. I'm like, why don't I just give some good value for 20, 30 minutes? Like, that'll be nice. Yeah. That'll be good. Like, I got plenty of shit. I got plenty of shit to do during this time, but like, how do I bring value? Shout out to Jade and Leon. Looks like Trevor Lawrence in his jet shirt got me excited. Anyway, please bring value.
I will. Thank you so much, Gary.
You're welcome, brother. Dustin, thanks for this. Love everybody. Hope you have a good day. Have a good Sunday. Hey, everybody on YouTube. First of all, thank you so much. So humbled for your time. I don't wear a watch, but time is the biggest asset. So thank you for watching that video. If you got some value out of that, there's plenty more where that came from. Feel free to check it out.